All right, all right. Hello, everybody. Hello, BPC family. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys can hear me loud and clear. If you can hear me, just go ahead and drop in the chat. Let me know that you can hear me by saying, I hear you. I hear you. This is our Thursday onboarding. We've been missing a couple of Thursdays because we've been traveling, but I'm excited about today, excited to get straight into the training here. And again, guys, listen, I want you guys to go ahead and let me know if you can hear me clearly. And then we're going to get into today's training. Okay. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. See. Yes, sir. See. All righty. So, hold on, y'all. I'm gonna. Oh, 720. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to do something real quick. Thumbnail. Okay. All right, y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Again, if you can hear me loud and clear, just go ahead and type in the chat. I can hear you. And I'm going to pull up the onboarding training. I'm going to do my best to not ad lib and just go through these slides so that I can open it up if anybody has questions. Okay. If you are not a part of the Book Profits Club, I'm also going to tell, well, you can go right here to this link, howtospeakonmorestages.com, because that's what it's all about. We want to show you guys how to get on more stages, leveraging your book or future book. Okay. It's very simple, super simple of what we do. All right. So let me present my screen. Hold on, y'all. Share screen. Been a minute. There it is. All right. So everybody should be able to see my screen right now. There we go. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get into this again. If you can hear me loud and clear, what I would love for you to do is just go ahead and drop your city and state in the chat. Drop your city and state in the chat so that I can know where you guys are chiming in from. All right. Hey, Essie. Hello, beautiful. She says she can hear me. Thank you so much, darling. Hello. All right. So, yes, put your city and state in the chat. But we're going to go ahead and get into our onboarding. And this is where you are going to learn about getting logged in. You're going to get focused on building out what is your success funnel. This is what I know to be the foundation for every single successful business. And I'm going to show you guys with 4 items or less, well, not less, but 4 items, with 4 items, how to build a 6 to 7-figure business. And so we're going to walk you through logging in, the resources and everything that you need to gain. We also ask that you give us 6 months. Now, this is the challenge because I'm going to be transparent. We had somebody that was like, okay, well, what happens after 6 months if I don't get the results? Well, it is a month-to-month membership, but it's 6 months of actually doing the work. So this does not work if you only do a little bit. You actually have to be willing to plug in and do the activity. Okay. Hey, Sharon. What's going on, Sharon Baker Boykin? And so 6 months of being willing to work 2 to 4 hours per day towards building your business. And I'm going to tell you guys, I have a lot of people that will tell me, well, I don't have the time. I'm not available. Guys, let me tell you something. And this, and don't let me, I don't want you to take this as me saying this is a bad thing, because having gainful employment is a blessing these days. But I see people that will put 40, 50, 60 hours a week towards someone else's business. Because think about it, every job that we have was created by one person, whether it was last year, 10 years ago, 100 years ago, or 1,000 years ago. One person decided they were going to launch this company, and that person launched their dreams and their goals. And guess what? For some of us, being able to work a gainfully employed job is truly a blessing. And for most of us, that's all we want. But I'm specifically talking to those that are here saying, I want to learn how to turn my book into a business. I want to be able to be successful. Well, we cannot say I don't have time to build it. Hello? We can't say that. I don't have time. So we've got to be willing to give 6 months following this system. And literally, you can be enrolled into this program by just simply selling 8 books a month. That's it. That's all it costs. All right. So before we get started, I need to know, if you're a brand new member, did you complete your new members form? If you did not complete your new members form, Fort Valley, Georgia in the house. If you did not complete your new members form, ladies and gentlemen, please make sure that you complete it. You will get an email for all new members that says, hey, we need you to complete this form. This is going to ask for like your picture, your birth date, and more, so that we can make sure we get you your goodies and all the things that you get when you become a new member. Okay. Now, we provide a lot of resources, and I am just going to be very honest. I do not apologize for providing a ton of resources, a ton of access, and a ton of information. I'm just not going to apologize for it. So sometimes people will be like, oh man, I get a lot of messages. Well, let me tell you something. I'd rather receive messages that are designed to help me grow my business multiple times per day than messages that are designed for me to spend money. And a lot of times we are on these text message blasts, email blasts of, the different shopping sites where they're offering us discounts to buy this and that. And we never get upset about those multiple messages. So I will not apologize for you guys getting messages. It takes 1 minute to open up a message, a text message, an email, and be able to read it and move forward. And the great thing is our phone has this cool thing that if it happens to be during the hours that you're sleeping, you can put your phone on do not disturb. You can also make sure that specific people that you don't want to miss messages from, they can come through even if you're on D&D. Now, what does that mean to me, or what does that mean to you guys? Guys, this is an organization designed to help you grow your business. So I'm never going to apologize for sending you multiple messages. I'm never going to apologize for creating a ton of resources. There is absolutely, honestly, no excuse why any one of us watching this video are not able to succeed with everything that is available, even if we gradually grow at this, working 2 to 4 hours per day. Now, the first thing we need to make sure we do is log into the course, which then also allows us to log into our software. But you can actually log into your courses by going to the software first, okay? And so let me show you how you log into the software. The link for the software is actually, I got to update that. I just realized that. The link for the software is APP. Let me share my screen. APP. Actually, let me go to an incognito window. app.bpcsystem.com. So APP stands for app. Very easy. It's an app. So app.bpcsystem.com. And it's going to look like this for you to log in. Okay. So when you log into the software, it's then going to either maybe send you a code via email or a text message, and you're going to go ahead and submit that code. I like to get the code. It makes it easy for me, right? So all right. So I put in my code. And when I log into the code, it now gives me access to the software, okay? So let me just open up a test account, actually, just so you guys can see. So when you log into the software, it's going to have you do a couple of things. You might see some notifications at the very top, which these are things that you want to make sure that you pay attention to. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to go down here on the left-hand side, and you're going to go to BPC courses. When you go to the BPC courses, it's then going to require you to log in again. Okay. Now, what you're logging in again to is you're not logging in again to the software. This is going to log you into the training. Okay. So when you log in and submit your name and email, it's going to look like this, right? These are going to be some of the courses. Now, it just depends on your enrollment. So if you are enrolled as a BPC Gold member, you should see the BPC All-in-One System, as well as the Speakers and Trainers BPC, okay? You should see all of that. So those 2 courses, all right? And then what you want to do, guys, is you want to go in and plug into these courses right here. I'm going to show you right here. We're going to, I went to the wrong one. Book Profits Club University and the public speaking, which, by the way, the public speaking alone is a course I used to charge $3,000 for. I make it free to our elite members. And then Book Profits Club University has a ton When I say a ton of resources, we have over 1,000 conferences where you can apply to looking for speakers. We have the entire database of all of our podcasts. We have also the media outlets. And so this is for the person who's ready to upgrade to get those resources. But to get you started, BPC Gold is where you want to be, right? So when we log in to BPC Gold, you're going to see, wait for it to pull up. You're going to see where it's going to say get started, okay? And you want to make sure that in the get started, you need to start there. That's where you start, okay? So it's we don't try to make it complicated, we make it simple. And even if, ladies and gentlemen, you can only focus on one tab per day, that's what you do. So right here, and this is even older members because this has been updated tremendously, okay? So you're going to go here to the start here. All right. You're going to then click on welcome. Then you're going to go to success schedule. You're going to learn how to introduce yourself on the Monday night calls. This is the onboarding Thursday meeting, our private chat community. You do not want to miss out. This chat community is lit. Then the BPC system, which is the software that you are logged into, it's going to show you how to start getting the training. And then also today, you're going to have a new tab underneath here that is going to be saying DISC assessment. Now, everybody that's a member, we are actually paying for you guys to get a DISC assessment from our very own BPC Elite member, Lashana West, okay? The reason why we're doing this DISC assessment is because it is allowing us to see where your strengths and where the areas are that you may need to work on or actually leverage, and then how to be able to effectively coach you. And so we've been having all of our new members come in and schedule their DISC assessment. Whether or not you've already done it, it does not matter. You did not do it through the BPC system. So this is something that I am paying per person to get this assessment done. So it is not free. We actually pay for it. And then once you complete your DISC assessment, you are able to then schedule a 30-minute free strategy session call with me. And I'm just here to tell you guys that 30-minute strategy session is fire. The next thing you want to look at is your success funnel. And this is where you're going to identify the 4 main items of your business that's going to allow you to build a 7-figure business. Now, a success funnel, there are 4 main items. You have a free item, which is your hook item. You have your intro, which is your book. You have your core, which is a middle priced. And then your high ticket is your premium. Now, we also have trainings in the BPC system for those who are like, well, I don't have a book yet, right? No problem. Right here, if you go down here to the BPC monthly challenges, we have an entire challenge for the month of February where I literally show you step by step how to write a book in 3 days or less. And I give you the resources. I give you my editors, my book cover designers, my formatters. I do not gatekeep. We also have different challenges every single month. And so for the month of July, you can go here to July to see what is the challenge. And this is the content repurposing challenge. How to create the content, how to upload, how to use OPP and submit your results. And so we have different challenges every month, which can kind of hold you accountable. Once you have figured out your success funnel and you're working on your success schedule, these are things that can help you to add some more sauce onto the plan, okay? Add a little bit more sauce to the plan. So your success funnel is what you want to work on. And your success funnel is what allows you to build a $10,000 a month business. You leverage your book though. So this is what I always like to say. The biggest mistake that many authors make, the 11,000 authors that are published, or books, shall I say, that are published every day. Did y'all know that? 11,000 books are published every single day. Hey, Belinda, what's going on, beautiful? Hello, Lashana. There's Lashana right there. I just shouted her out, y'all. But 11,000 books are published every day. Out of the 11,000, though, only 1,000 of them will make over $1,000 this year. The biggest mistake authors make is they write a book just to sell the book versus writing a book to sell. When you write the right book, This should open up doors and opportunity. Also, when somebody buys a self-help book, ladies and gentlemen, that's not what they want. They want the results that the book is promising. So when somebody buys your book, they are way more likely to invest into your retreat. They are way more likely to invest into your 3-day coaching program. They are way more likely to invest into your one-on-one coaching. This is how you leverage your book. And yes, you need to use your book to get on stages. I can't tell you how many authors I know who will never offer their books to people who host events. It's a major conference, y'all, that I just got approved to speak at, right? Even though I got approved, I am still sending them a package, which is going to be my book, an intro letter, my speaker sheet. Why? Because the fact that they're giving me a chance to speak on this stage, that's one thing. But I want them to know who they dealing with. And so I am going to include a package. And my goal is every single month to be able to send 2 to 4 packages out to events, to media outlets, and more. The biggest mistake authors make is they write a book to sell a book versus writing a book to sell. We also have what we call our BPC Success Schedule. And if I can be very transparent, about 80% of even our members today do not follow this. And 20% maybe follow a small, like 75% of this schedule. Most of the people that are in BPC do not even follow this. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it is doing small, minute, actionable steps every single day. And the truth is, most people want success to happen by doing one big, significant, actionable step. And that is not how success works. Success only works by doing the same thing over and over and over. This is why the numbers never lie. Guys, I've been doing this a long time. And when I say I've been doing this a long time, no, I haven't been doing this a long time teaching different things. I've been in the book space for over 10 years. I've been helping authors for over 10 years. And so I'm telling you, people not willing to follow the simpleness. They want it to be, let me get one big major event and then my life is going to change. No, ladies and gentlemen, if you are willing to follow this success schedule, and this is where I talk about 6 months. And if you're watching this and you're a new member or you've been in the program for a couple of months and you haven't done it, I am going to encourage you guys, please, 90 days of one webinar per month at least. 90 days of one broadcast per week where you are creating a call to action, where every single time you do the broadcast, you get better and better. The purpose of doing all of these should be collecting coins or contacts. So anything you do towards your business, you should be either collecting new leads, which is contacts, or collecting coins, which is money. 2 to 3 hours per week. Can we do some sales calls? This right here, if some of us would just do some sales calls utilizing, by the way, let me show you. When you log in to the software, you go right here to the section that says BPC Discovery Session, AKA interviews, AKA sales calls. We literally give you the script on how to do it. And it is so easy, y'all. Imagine how many of you guys have leads right now. You've got hundreds of people sitting in your database. Well, in our software, which you guys are looking at the software, let me show you. I'm going to go here real quick. Watch this. I can import all those leads, and let's just say I just need to make some money. Hello? I can go right here to my leads, and I can just say, you know what? I'm going to call this person right here. I'm just going to dial the number right from my software. It is just that easy. Hey, Charlize, how you doing today? I wanted to check to see if you're free to talk for a couple of minutes. Guys, that's as easy as it is. You got to be willing to do this. This is going to be your biggest money maker. Not how many podcasts can I get on? Not how many workshops can I speak at? I see some of us doing too many workshops for the amount of income that we're earning. No disrespect. But if you're doing a workshop, you should be walking away with some coins or contacts. And that is on period poo. Okay? That is on period. I'm telling you guys. So if we would just focus on one workshop per month with one target audience and one result, one broadcast per week, where at the end of your 30-minute broadcast, you're going to say, hey, I want you guys to sign up for my free hook item that you're going to create through the software, 4 to 6 discovery sessions for all the people that are joining you from your broadcast and your DMing, then the 30 DMs a day. Oh, honey, hands down. Let me tell you something. Before I had a capture page, before I had a software, I was getting money doing the DMs. Every day I woke up, and the reason why I say 30 DMs is because you got about a good 30 DMs before Facebook gonna block you if you do it right. How do I know? Because I've been in Facebook jail several times, okay? Sending out 30 DMs per day, and it is so easy to do, guys. It's so easy to do. So 30 DMs per day where you are either inviting them to your workshop or you are inviting them to your free giveaway. 30 DMs. Can we be willing to do it? And from those 30 DMs, ladies and gentlemen, the goal is to get 5 leads. That's it. 5 leads. So that means you'll message 30 people and only get 5. It is a numbers game. And then OPPs. You down with OPP? Yes, we are. Other people's platforms. That means getting on other stages, other platforms. 2, not 20, not 10. Can you do 2 per month? See, the goal here is not to overwork you guys. The goal here is not to be looking like you're so booked and busy that you don't even have a life. Guys, at the end of the day, I'm going to be honest, y'all. I didn't get into business so that my business could own my life. I got into business so that I could own my life. And so if you're learning and willing to be able to leverage it out, there are days where even my non-negotiables, I don't want to work on these particular days. These are personal days for me. These are days where I want to go spend time with friends and family because I've built a business for 10 years hustling where now I am allotted that opportunity. But you got to be willing to make sure that you're going to do the minimums of all the steps. And these will help you. Now, if you don't know how to do all of them at one time, that's okay. We're going to gradually grow into that space. Now, let's talk about our weekly meetings. Is everybody good? If you guys are still good, type 1 in the chat. If you guys are still good, type 1 in the chat. Let me move this. Hold on. Type 1 in the chat. There we go. Hopefully y'all can still see this if I do it like that. Type 1 in the chat, y'all. Okay, so weekly meetings. We have 3 weekly meetings. I'm going to tell you this, guys. Monday is the meeting that you should never, ever, 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 ever miss. The reason why some people's businesses are just not truly growing, well, there's a multitude of reasons. But I will say ultimately, it's based on community. And I have seen people join certain communities and feel like they didn't get much from the community. But when I asked them, how often did you show up to the meetings? They would say, every now and then. I'm going to tell you like I'll tell them. If you don't show up for the community will not show up for you. So Monday is an opportunity not just to show up, but it's an opportunity for you to be able to share your wins. It's an opportunity for you to be able to meet other people in the same space. It's an opportunity for you to be able to find people to partner with. That's what the Monday night meetings are for. And so you want to come on those Mondays and share your wins, but you also want to make sure that you participate, that you are celebrating everybody else. And then we have our elite members who also come in to do special trainings every Wednesday at 12. And then sometimes it's 1. Right now it's 1 because of daylight savings time. Our BPC system support will have a live Zoom, but our system support is available every day as well for 4 hours, Monday through Friday, not on Saturday. Okay. So if you know that you need some help with something, I am going to encourage you to look at what you need help with Monday through Friday. Otherwise, you're going to have to wait over the weekend to Monday. Hello, how you doing? Okay, so that is every Wednesday. This is where you learn new techniques, new tricks for your software that's going to help you run your business, track your numbers, your software that's going to make things easier for you. And so you want to plug into this call as much as you can. or at least have your virtual assistant plug into these calls. And then Thursday, that's today, is our BPC onboarding call. Guys, I want you to remember that Rome was not built in a day. We say 3 to 6 months, but you got to be willing to do 3 to 6 months of the activity, 3 to 6 months of the success schedule, 3 to 6 months of showing up, plugging in. And most of this, guys, is literally, oh, y'all not able to chat? Hold on one sec. Let me see something real quick. You know what? They say y'all on the chat, but y'all can't type in the chat. Let me see. Let me see. But 3 to 6 months of doing the work, guys, you got to be willing to show up. And the great thing is that, a lot of people say, oh, I just don't know if I have the time. All of this takes less than 2 to 4 hours per day. 2 to 4. So you on the mother 2 hours, on the mother, 22 hours, whether 8 of those hours you're working your job or, another 8 hours you doing what you do. It literally does not take 12 hours a day of this work to get the results that you desire. Got to be willing to give 2 to 4 hours for 90 days to 6 months. Okay. Let me see if I can log in again to the correct account so that y'all can be able to see. I think I got to update the chat. Hold on. Because we're about to get ready to wrap it up. And so any questions that you guys have, I want you guys to be able to ask your questions. Yes. I did good. I did not go too long. I got a couple more things I'm going to give you guys, and then I'll update it so that you can be able to ask your questions. All right. So the Book Profits Club, I'll just quickly go through this, talking about the Speakers Elite. Please note that many of you guys may be gold members, but I want you to also understand what you get when you upgrade to Elite. This is where you get additional resources, additional tools. When you log into the training, hold up. When you log into the training, into the courses, right? Let me pull it up so y'all can see. You log in into the BPC courses, and you're going to have access as an elite member to the public speaking training. That is fire. Book Profits Club University. When you go in here, y'all, this also has some additional trainings, but it has the conferences that you can apply to, the media outlets to pitch to, the podcast to pitch to. I give you the email scripts. We actually have additional training as well on, let me show you, how to do your press releases, 30 days to your book launch. We have some additional training, some social media tips. We also have bonus courses, how to create your planner, how to start your own t-shirt line, and then additional benefits. Also, as an elite member, you get a discount to our quarterly mastermind. Our next mastermind is actually next month, August the 7th. Well, most people are arriving on the 6th, but the 7th and the 8th. And then we have a massive pop-up workshop that's taking place on that Sunday. We're doing a billboard celebration party where we're going to be highlighting a billboard as well. So I'm telling you, it's just amazing. So all types of amazing resources that are available when you upgrade to the elite package. You actually have to do an interview with me to do that. Also, for those who are like, I don't even have a book, that's why I was sharing in the book writing, in the monthly challenges. We have an entire training that shows you how to write your book in 72 hours or less. Now, Book Profits Club, guys, is about 3 major parts. Community, where you're going to be connected with other fellow authors, speakers, and coaches. Resources, where we provide you an all-in-one white labeled software with tremendous support, and you get access to our speakers and trainers courses and exposure. Guys, we are giving you the opportunity to get exposure that you cannot imagine. In our community, we have the weekly calls, weekly support, private chat. Honestly, this by itself is worth your membership. The community, I've spent more to be in communities that gave less. Your all-in-one software, which we do not charge you for this. This is included. Now, there are small fees when you send out emails and text messages and utilize the software. But me alone, I was using a software for my CRMs. I was using a software for my capture pages. I was using a software for my text messages. I mean, literally spending thousands of dollars per month on my software. Now I have everything in one place. And then we have additional resources. We have our 5K and 5-day challenge that is going to be next week, where all of our members are going to be getting a discount code where they can attend as a general admission for free. You get 50% off of all design services, discounts on coaching calls, and more. Now, when we talk about getting you guys access as far as exposure, we have media articles and press releases. We just released the press release today, but we have media articles that our members get published on all the time. We have our print and digital magazines. In fact, I have a call next week with another magazine that we're partnering up with. My goal is to continue to create these opportunities for you guys to get exposure. You just got to take advantage. Every Thursday, we actually send out a podcast, 2 podcasts every Thursday. Matter of fact, let me pull up the email so y'all can see, because today is Thursday. So I just got the email because I get it too. And guess what? Yes, I actually apply for the podcast too, because they're for me too. Like, these are podcasts where all of these are exposure. And I don't care. I always say, I don't care if it's one person that hears me on that podcast. That's one person whose life is now changed, right? So let me show you what it looks like. I'm going to share my screen. So here's the email, BPC Media Group. We want to highlight you. So we've got 2 podcasts. Oh, well, hold on. This is where she just want to know if we got podcast, if you got booked on a podcast. Hold on. Let me pull it up. BPC Media. Here's the podcast alert. So we got 2 podcasts, Masters of Scale. This person, Reed Hoffman, actually said, yes, we would love to have you guys on our show. So this is not just us randomly finding people. No, we go and find different podcasts based upon what all of our members do. And we then reach out to them and let them know we're looking to have you have our members interviewed. Now it is up to you. We can take you to the water, but you got to drink it. We can take it to the fish, but you got to catch them. So every week we've got 2 businesses. So this one is Masters of Scale, and then we have Black to Business. Y'all plug in. I'm telling you, we provide a ton of resources, and that is included. And then we also have workshops. Now, these workshops do require a small investment, but instead of you paying thousands of dollars to speak in front of just the other speakers, we actually guarantee that you're going to get in front of an audience of people who are interested. We have national and international speaking opportunities, and we only make our speaking opportunities available to Book Profits Club members. If you are not a BPC member, I do not allow you to get on our platform. Okay. And so that is very important to understand. Quarterly coaching, one-on-one, call 101, schedule, you get to, schedule your one-on-one call with us when you're an elite member, and we go over strategy for that hour. All I can tell you is it's been very rare that I have a one-on-one strategy session and they don't walk away absolutely blown away. Also, as an elite member, platforms you get to speak on, as I was sharing with you guys, tons of platforms. I'm talking about 1,000 plus, okay? Exclusive bonus trainings as well. And so these are all the elite, your BPC publicists. As an elite member, we give you a quarterly article that is published for you every single quarter. And by the way, this is not free. Okay. So I have partnered with people in the publicity space, and we actually pay them to market you. And so this is something that comes with your investment. We also have our authorallstars.com website where you are listed for free. In our masterminds, we do photo shoot, video content. I'm so excited about the mastermind that's coming up in August. And if you are a BPC member and you would like to learn more about it, you can come. As an elite member, you get a discounted rate. Okay. And then we also have virtual masterminds that take place. That's a one-day event that is free for elite members, and gold members, it's a small investment. So we have onboarding as well when you are an elite member, where we will create your first website for you for free. You will get 2 sessions of training with our tech team of how to use the software. You will also get a free strategy session with me to get you rocking and rolling and get you absolutely plugged in. Also, if you know other authors, if you know other speakers, like, you don't even have to be an author to be a part of BPC, by the way. Because once you get plugged in, baby, you're going to write a book. Like, you're going to write a book. You don't even have to be a member. You are going to write a book. I'm just telling you guys. And we have a whole training that shows you how to do it in 3 days or less. So when I'm telling people, like, don't even worry about having a book yet, we will help you get the book done in 3 days or less. No cap. Hold on one sec. I'm making sure that this is, no, it's not made for kids. It's going to let y'all type in the chat. Okay, see if y'all can type now. Let me look in here and see if we can. Okay, no, Sharon's typing in the chat. Hello, how are you? So if you guys went to the YouTube link that we shared in your text message on the chat, I put it in a Telegram chat and all the things, you should be able to type in the chat. All right. So anyways, let's keep this party going and open it up for questions. If you know anybody that's an author, as long as you're an active member, that's a speaker, as long as you're an active member, you can invite them to Book Profits Club and get paid a commission. Again, we'll create your website. There are just so many benefits, y'all. Being a part of this community, I know hands down, I'm just being honest and transparent. You're not going to get this type of support that you'll get anywhere else. And so I'm very proud of that. I used to kind of dim it like, oh, it's great. No, we are amazing. To be able to come in and get your business launched the right way. If you plug it into a community that wants to see you win, plug it into a community also that's not intimidated by your success. They're inspired by the things that are going on. Like, we love for you to share your wins. Also, to successfully run your business, Forbes said, if you want to make $10,000 a month, then you got to be willing to allocate $8,000 of that money per month towards your business. The blessing is that when you are in BPC, it's not going to cost you that much. Okay. Literally, even Book Profits Club Elite does not even cost you close to that. It's not even a fraction of that. You can build a 6 to 7 figure business by investing back into your business on a small monthly investment. All right. So again, for Elite, you have to be interviewed in order to be upgraded. But these are some of the benefits, as well as many of the benefits are Gold. So Gold, you get the community, you get the resources, you get the exposure. And then Elite, you get some of the additional benefits when you upgrade to Elite. You must be Gold for at least 30 days before you can even upgrade to Elite. Now, questions. Does anybody have questions? If you do, please type your questions in the chat. But first things first, guys, you should be set up to log into the software. And remember, you want to access your training. There's 2 tabs at the bottom. Right here, BPC courses, get you access to the courses. And then you're going to see this training that says BPC system. But under the courses, you're going to see where it talks about you logging in. Let me pull it up. And speakers and trainers, you really want to plug in right here. Go to the start here. And even if you can only look at 1 video per day, I want you guys to do that, okay? One thing that will be added will be the disc assessment for you to schedule your disc assessment, which once you do your disc assessment, you will then get a free coaching session with me, a strategy session, okay? This is a $500 value, plus the disc assessment call, which is also a $300 value. So we're giving you both of these $800 that we actually charge for these for no cost for just doing the work. I mean, that's a win-win to me. Hello. All right, so you want to start working on your stuff. So this is what your homework is. Number 1, log into the courses. Number 2, review the start here. That's where you want to start. Go through all of those tabs. Number 3, work on your success funnel. And by the time you get on a strategy call with me anyways, I'm going to probably help you out. With your first call, I'm going to help you out with at least your premium item, possibly even your core. Then you want to start working on your hook item capture page. Now, if you are not a techie person, guess what? We have support staff that can design it for you for a small fee. Remember, we charge 50% off of all design services. So instead of paying someone 500, 300, 200, it's literally $75 to create your capture page. So we have it all. There should be no reason that none of us that are plugged in to BPC are not plugging into the software and the resources. Now, I will say you want to give yourself 30 days to get this homework done. Most of these tasks are not going to take you 30 hours, okay, for the whole month. So remember, it's 2 to 4 hours per day. And remember, you must plug in, y'all. Stay plugged in, even when you don't feel like it. Even when you're sick of hearing my voice, plug in. Because, guys, I promise you, those will be the days where you will really be shaped into the person that God has called you to be. All right, y'all. Bonuses. Make sure for those who qualify for any bonuses for getting started, please get all of this stuff done. Like for your article, whatever you got a bonus for, you need to email support@bookprofitsclub.com. If you have a question about billing, support@bookprofitsclub.com. If you have a question about access to the courses, support@bookprofitsclub.com. If you just like, I don't really know what I'm support@bookprofitsclub.com, and then your email will be directed to the proper person that it needs to go to. Please do not CC me in an email thinking that that will make it faster. In fact, it is a big pet peeve of mine because I get about 100 plus emails a day. And so if this is something that should go to support, I would rather you first send it to support. And then if it's something that needs to be addressed by me, she will make sure, okay? So don't CC me in an email. In fact, listen, if you CC me in an email, when I know that this could have been just a support, it may slow things up. And I'm just being honest, okay? And you also don't want to have multiple people responding back, okay? So please use support. Also, all new members, to get your download of this PowerPoint, if you want to download this, go to newmember.bpcinterview.com. And if you are a guest, I want you to go to bpcinterview.com. On the form, it's also possibly going to ask, who invited you to this training? Who invited you to this? Hey, Dr. Stevie. Tanika's in the house. Yes. Oh, God bless you. Best club ever. I love it. Honey, your picture is fire. You better go ahead with the look and beat for the gods in the face. Yes, darling. Okay. But yes, and if you are a guest, you're going to put on the form who invited you. So if you guys, members, invited any guests to this broadcast, you will get credit for inviting them so that so that you get your commission. Okay. All right, y'all. Well, that is all that I have. Do we have any questions? I don't see any questions in the chat. If we don't have any questions, we're going to wrap this thing on up. Hey, Melody. Hold on. Let me see. From Hampton, Virginia. Got my email. Yes, ma'ams. Okay, here's a question from... No, guests are not allowed on Monday night meetings. That is a BPC member only meeting. You can invite guests to Thursdays, though. So Thursday is an opportunity where you can invite guests, but the only people that should be on a Monday night meeting are you or your virtual assistant. So guests are not invited, but you are welcome to have your VA on the call. Okay. So thank you for that question as well. But yes, invite all your guests to Thursdays. Every time that we do a Thursday onboarding, they are welcome to be here. Yes, the DISC assessment is absolutely fire, y'all. It will allow you to understand your strengths and where you can really grow, and then how to be able to leverage that. Because I'm going to be honest, even in the space where I say where you can really grow, it's more so on how to outsource that or leverage that. I did a strategy session call with someone today, one of our members, and one of her areas of growth, right? Because it did in the DISC assessment, we talk about, hold on, let me share what it says. You have a superpower and a blind spot, right? Well, in the blind spot, a lot of times we think, okay, well, I need to grow in that particular space. But the truth is that if it is a blind spot, it's not necessarily that you need to grow, but you need to outsource it. So one of the areas that one of our members today, her blind spot was, hold on, let me tell you which the blind spot was. it was her superpower was cautious, and then her blind spot was interactive, which not being as interactive. But the cautiousness is the one where I was like, okay, cautious can be great, but also at the same time, it can keep you from getting started. So I said, well, then what you want to do is making sure that when you start bringing on staff members, especially like your executive assistant or executive coordinator, that should be the person who is like a go-getter so that they can inspire you, or make sure that you have an accountability partner who's more of a go-getter that's not going to be as making sure the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted. Because as long as we live and breathe, y'all, nothing's going to ever be perfect. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of times when we hesitate to put certain things out because we're waiting for it to be perfect, or we're waiting for nobody to have judgment against it, they judge. And so I was watching a video, and if we have any more questions, y'all drop your questions. I'm just kind of taking up time until y'all have a question. I was watching a video on Instagram with Chico Bean. He's a comedian, and they were joking him because his hairline has gone back a little bit. And he said something that was absolutely profound. He was like, matter of fact, let me see if I can pull it up so y'all can hear it. What's this? Oh, Stripe sending us new payment ways to people to make payments. Come on, Stripe. Let me see if I can find the video because I shared it on my stories. Let me see. I don't know if y'all be able to hear it, but let's see. Okay. Discard. Delete. Phone acting real ghetto, y'all. Okay. Come on, Brohim. Let me see if I can find it on where it was on Shade Room. Shade Room posts so much though. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to find. Oh, here it is. Let me see if y'all can hear it. Oh shoot. Hold on, y'all.
What's up, world? Chico Bean here with a quick PSA. See, as I'm on my way to get my sides braided, somebody asked me a question that was antiquated, which means outdated for those that don't know, but I felt the need to answer. The question was, Chico, why you still ain't cut that off? What's the reason? Well, the reason is, they, them, I, me, they stuck, I'm free.
Woo!
I would, they would not do what they couldn't. It's very simple. See, people are
they, them, I'm me. They
them,
stuck,
man,
I'm
time
free.
I look in the mirror, I'm more away. I'm one of them go to breathe air. So this PSA is just to let people know, man, they think about you. If it make you happy.
He said, if you gotta stop worrying about what other people think about you. They stuck, I'm free. I said, Chico Bean. That is, drop it. Because they was joking his hairline. He's like, listen, as long as I like my hairline, the reason why we do certain things is because we're so concerned about what other people think about us. And the truth is that, guess what? No matter how good you are or how bad you are, people gonna think. They're gonna have something to say. I was on the phone with one of my good friends today. We're working on this incredible project with political leaders. And we were talking about the fact how even in that space, he had to deal with people having their own opinions that weren't even right. And so the truth is this, y'all. No matter how perfect we make it, and that's why I was like, you got to get somebody that's going to be on your team, because you're going to always be that way. And that is okay. When we know how we are, then get someone that's going to help us balance that out. And so that's why I loved it. And then I gave her some tangible, actionable steps that she could follow, even with her being in the space of being a cautious superstar, of how she could be able to really flourish and grow in that space. And so, oh man, I'm loving these disc assessments. I'm loving these strategy sessions that we're doing. They are fire. We're coming out with, telling you game-changing information. Okay, y'all. Well, listen, I don't see any questions. Yes, they stuck. I'm free. Listen, that's all I know. Y'all stay stuck. Listen, As long as I know that everything that I do in this life is designed to make people better, to help people to become better, to help impact the people I'm called to, I'm not about to be worried over here about what other people who ain't never even gonna come to my workshop. They never gonna buy a book. They're never going to even tell their friend about me or cousin. They never gonna speak. They just always gonna have something to say. I am not about to worry about that person. I am only worried about the people I'm not even worried about the people that God has called me to be. I'm worried about being the best version of myself so that I can show up in the way that God has called me to show up. And when I show up in the way, right, then I'm able to impact those lives. Because if I do focus on worrying about the people that God has called me to be, it's also just as stressful because people are people. People gonna people and do what they're gonna do all day long. They're gonna always do what they do. And so it is not my responsibility as your coach to force you to do the work. It is my responsibility as a coach to make sure that I am showing up in the best possibility of who I'm supposed to be and giving the value, not just giving information I learned, but stuff that I'm actually doing, showing up in that way. That's my importance, or that's what I need to be focusing on. Amen. All right, y'all. So anyways, all right, y'all. Well, I will holler at y'all later. I don't see no questions. I pray that this onboarding was great. Remember your homework. If you're a new member, all of my new members, you need to log into the software and go to the training, the BPC courses, and go to the start here, get started, start here. Okay. That's where you want to go. Plug in. And then guess what? I'm going to see y'all on Monday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't miss it. All right. Bye, you guys.